my fight fans? So, I want to talk to you guys about something. So, apparently, I'm sure you guys are all big fans of him, just like I'm a big fan of him, Conor McGregor. He is being extraordinarily spending a lot of his time in the gym. I mean, the guy is getting jacked, getting super big. Like, seriously, he has these massive shoulders, the massive traps, arms. I mean, he is putting on the pounds of muscle mass. But here is the little kicker, the thing that's been going around the cabin fire, the story that's been going around the water cooler, whatever phrase you want to use. It turns out that Conor McGregor has not been tested by Usada at all this year. Now, I could be wrong on this. I could be wrong. That usually the only way you cannot get tested by USADA is if you are a retired fighter or you're not even fighting in general. That's just to my knowledge. I know there's probably more to the story, but that's just as far as I know. Because I know that any fighter that's still an active fighter has to be tested, regardless of where your whereabouts, regardless of anything. You got to be tested. And I know there's a lot of fighters who have injuries, because we know Conor McGregor, he's been out for some time. He got that injury against Dustin Poirier last year back in July, and he's pretty much been just resting, doing his own thing. And looks like part of the way he's passing the time is actually weight training. Hey, to each his own, whatever makes you happy. So being said, it really makes me wonder, why has he not been tested? And is there something to him being this massively jacked fighter now? I'm not insinuating, I'm not saying anything, but it just something seems a little fishy now on why the UFC's star fighter is not being tested at all. It's different if he maybe got tested a couple times this year. All right, whatever, it's fine. He's not an active fighter, so he shouldn't be tested that much as an active fighter is. But not at all, guys. That's something. Because we know UFC fighters. Again, like I said, there's UFC fighters. I think Chris Weidman has went through surgery. Remember that insane leg break that he went through. God, what was that? Like a couple years ago, he broke his leg in half, just like, reminiscence to what happened with Anderson Silva and Chris Weidman. Crazy, right? But nonetheless, I believe he's actually been tested quite a few times himself. But Conor McGregor has not. And now this makes me, like I said, wonder, is this a reason why he's actually being extremely jacked? Is this a reason why he's actually being much stronger looking than normal? Guys, it just goes to show that, you know what, if you are the one that makes the money, if you are the star, if you are the one that makes the show, it pretty much shows that you have certain rules that are able to bend just for you. Like, I promise you, Conor McGregor could walk in right now and get a title shot because he just runs the show. And I guarantee you they're going to talk about, oh, well, he'll fight anybody, anytime, anywhere, and he'll do anything for the UFC. And that one time where he stepped up to the plate when Jose Aldo was hurt, and he fought Chad Mendes, and that one time where Rafael dos Anjos was hurt, and he fought Nate Diaz, it's nonstop. They're giving him those favors, and I get it. I don't hate on it. I'm a big Conor McGregor fan. I do miss him. I do miss when when he does his press conferences. I miss that greatly. But it just shows, hey, some of these other fighters cannot complain. I know it's not fair, because it definitely is not fair, 100%. Nowhere near fair. They got these fighters who are working hard, who are doing the right things, eating the right things, and some of them get tested and they pop. I believe there was a fighter recently, I can't remember exactly who it was, but he just so happened to be suspended for a year. And it was popped from something that he possibly got from a market and such. So it was not something intentionally. It was not a high steroid. You could tell it was one of those, you take a supplement and possibly that supplement is tainted, whatever the case may be. But yeah, just even with that, with Conor McGregor, on the other hand, he is not getting tested whatsoever. So it makes me really, truly wonder what's going on. Why is this happening? Why is he the only one that's able to do this? Remember back when Jorge Masvidal and Nate Diaz were going to go at it with each other, that Nate Diaz just so happened to test positive for something, and they wanted it taken care of right then and there because Nate Diaz has always been known for a clean fighter, and that's what Nate Diaz wanted. He's like, no, 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 I know I'm clean. Let's situate this now. So it just shows you nonstop, no matter that, no matter what stars there are, there's no bigger star than Conor McGregor. He is the reason why. But it just really still, if that's not the reason, is there another reason? Because that's the only reason I can think of on why he's not being tested. Because he is the star. You know, I'm sure maybe he is taking a little something more to help with his healing. I know Anderson Silva did when he cracked his, when he broke his leg against Chris Weidman, and he took all that time off. I believe he took certain supplements to help him, which in turn, why he tested positive for that Nick Diaz fight back in 2015. And it wasn't, I don't believe, honestly, Anderson Silva was ever a dirty fighter, but it did pop up for steroids. He said it was to help him heal. Who knows? But maybe this is why Conor McGregor is not tested, because maybe he's doing whatever he can to heal faster, and maybe the UFC is allowing it so he can heal faster, so he can come back and he can make the UFC more money. That's my logical reason. I don't know if there's another one. I would like to hear from you guys. Let me know what reasons you think. Maybe there's something else. Maybe there's something I missed. Definitely would like to know more, guys. Let me know in the comments. Like, subscribe, hit that notification button, and I'll see you guys in the next video.